Hello there everyone, Coolnickyd here, welcome back to another video. Today we are here talking about The Sims 5, the game that will one day exist. I have found this Twitter thread by @thesims_plus or Arnie on Twitter, and it thoroughly intrigued me and I had to share it with you guys. So we're gonna look through the thread, look at the designs and the styling and everything. This is fan made, but I suggest you go check it out, but we're gonna do it ourselves together. The Sims 5, a thread. Looking at this very first picture, I kind of like the logo, I really do. These people are creepy. They look too real. And honestly, that is where The Sims eventually should go, is to really like realistic games, because you see all these like new games coming out and they look like real life people. They do. Let's share this thread to talk about what do you want for The Sims 5, when do you expect it to come out, etc. I will share my point of view starting with this concept art I've created. From left to right we have Emilio Broke, Chloe Ward, Nancy Landgrab, and Bella Goth. I love the idea of getting stylized Sims when The Sims 4 came out. However, it could be better so players can relate to the characters a bit more with more diversity than ever, which is something that The Sims 4 really needs to work on and is increasingly working on, but still should work on some more. A balanced mix of solid and alpha items brings so much more detail. Love it. But the most important part is the smile, the eyes. Look at these concepts. By bringing diversity in smiles and eyes with eyelashes, we get right away that Nancy is a greedy, Emilio is playful AF, and Bella has a genuinely warm heart. Little detail gives so much information. The color wheel is back. Change the color of the eyes, the skin, the hair, the makeup, and even the clothes with create a style from The Sims 3. So many possibilities to create with. Love it. Now let's compare The Sims 4 Sims with The Sims 5 concept Sims, just for fun, shall we? Add your thoughts and wishes down below. I will post new concepts in this thread every week, which should be fun, but let's do that. Let's look at this. Okay, so as you see, they look very different. Very, very, very different. Nancy Landgrab looks like a human. She looks like a real life person. Bella Goth looks amazing. I mean, they all look really cool and amazing. They just look so real. And this may seem like such a weird thing, but it really is something that the Sims team should consider when moving on to the next phase of this game. Because if we are going to have to start all the way from square one, strip every single pack we've ever gotten in The Sims 4 away, and that's the only thing that's ever made The Sims 4, like, I know I could never go back to play the base game. The base game of The Sims 5, or the next installment of this game, would need to be so amazing. Just with the content, with the way it looks, it needs to be so amazing. So if they pulled out something like this and it worked seamlessly, I wouldn't be mad if I had to be like forced to play the base game again, you know? There's also some little polls that we're going to take, and I'm going to take them for the first time and see what everybody wants. What do you want most for The Sims 5? Open world, color wheel, wand spheres motion, huge personality customization. Honestly, out of these, and look, there's 5,000 votes, so good job. I'm going to say it's either between open worlds and huge personality customizations. I feel like the way that you play the game influences the personality, so I don't know like what that would mean. I'm just gonna say open worlds, and okay, people tend to agree with me. What would you prefer? Closed neighborhoods, The Sims 4, open worlds, open neighborhoods, Sims Planet, open world. That would ideally be really cool. The problem with The Sims 3 open worlds is that it was an open world, but you couldn't travel between them. So I'm gonna say Sims Planet open world, because there should be some type of cross between The Sims 4 and The Sims 3 where you can visit other worlds, but they should be open worlds. So I'm gonna say Sims Planet open world, which I guess maybe people don't really understand, but I feel like that would be probably the best thing. Like every single world is open world. That just needs to be that's just how it has to be. It has to be. When do you think The Sims 5 will be out? 2021, 2022, 2023, or never? Honestly, at this point, I feel like it's never, but if I had to give an educated guess, I'm actually going to say 2023, because I think about 2 years ago at this point, or maybe a year and a half ago, they said that they had 3 more years of content, and I think that is going to run us through the end of 2021. I don't believe they're going to have another game out in 2022, like a whole new installment, so I'm going to say 2023, which a lot of people seem to agree with. What tool would you like the most? Create a world, create objects, create clothes, remote cast on your phone. That is something interesting I have never heard about or seen, but I mean, I think create create a world would be fun, but if the world is good, I don't need it. Create objects would be really cool, like having customized pictures and stuff in there. Right? Not a very popular thing. I mean, everybody would love, I would love all of this, but create objects, I guess you can do that with, I guess you can do that now because of mods and CC, but I don't know, maybe if it was easier. I don't know how to create CC. I think it would be cool. Would you prefer multiplayer or single player? The Sims has always been a single player game, and I really think that it should stay that way, but I think there should be a multiplayer option. I think that there should be like, in most games, you can go on the home screen and it's single player, multiplayer. I think they should somehow figure out a way for the Sims 5 to be multiplayer. If they could figure it out with the Sims 4, I'm sure a development team can figure it out with the Sims 5. So I'm gonna say multiplayer just because I would want that feature. Otherwise, I would prefer to like have a single player option. Okay, so like Minecraft, you need to play single player or multiplayer like that. Which PG and its appropriate interaction limitation should be chosen for The Sims 5? I don't think these are actually PG-7. That's like a TV rating. If we're doing like video game ratings, it should be rated T for teens like it is now. So I'm just gonna say PG-16, yeah, because that's probably like the closest thing to rated T for teens. These are amazing concepts, and I completely agree with everything that you said. It's really weird to see that all we did in this video was talk about the look of the Sims and how much the way Sims look can change the overall like perspective of the entire game. So I hope that the Sims team, or whatever team ends up developing The Sims 5, makes a good decision and comes up with a really unique, different art style for the next installment of the game, because it is definitely needed. But for now, looking at, you know, all of these concept arts and seeing what people like and what people want, like look at this. This is a different concept art for Bella. There's another one for Cameron Fletcher. And there's just a bunch of opinions. I think that the Sims team will, in the end, make the right decision and figure out a nice art style, but it's going to be different. People have to realize it's going to be different. I think a lot of people in the fandom weren't always around when The Sims 3 was transitioning to The Sims 4, and they gained their, like, they became like Sims like fanatics while The Sims 4 was existing, so they don't really remember the drastic change that it was from The Sims 3 to The Sims 4, or even The Sims 2 to The Sims 4. So I think we all have to train our brains to realize that whatever the next installment is going to be different. It's not going to be like The Sims 4 just tweaked to look better. It's going to be a brand new game. So I love this idea. I love this concept. Again, this is by the Sims_plus on Twitter. Arnie, great job. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want more of me talking about The Sims 5 and my opinions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do so. If not, that's a shame because I'm going to do it anyways. For now, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like. It's a big help, and I will see you guys all again next time. Goodbye. Woo!